back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal, and let's now discuss the importance of insurance for senior citizens. And we have on board Harshvardhan Roongta, CFA, Roongta Securities Private Limited. Harsh, good evening and welcome to the show. Very important discussion. Senior citizens, especially those who have not taken an insurance policy, a health insurance policy up till now, how is the road ahead going to be for them? How difficult or how easy?
Well, Kavita, it's a very sensitive topic because as you grow older, the need for health insurance becomes more because of because of aging-related ailments and otherwise complications. And so, if we talk about senior citizens, so technically the term senior citizen covers people who are 60 years and above. So, from an insurance standpoint, if all those people who are below 65 years of age, I would recommend that they go in for a regular health insurance policy, just like any other younger individual go in for. Because most of the companies do accept a fresh proposal, a fresh application until a person touches 65 years of age. So for all those who are above 60, of course, yes, you can cover, but try and cover yourself under the regular Mediclaim policies. And if you're 65 years and above, then is where exactly the senior citizen policies come into picture. Now, what needs to be kept in mind is, the scope of coverage, the difference between a standard regular Mediclaim policy and the senior citizen policy. There would be, of course, the scope of coverages. There would be co-payment, the co-pay conditions that are going to be levied, and the premium costs are going to be different than what it is on a regular Mediclaim policy. So, if I may just put into a simple context, I mean, there would be a co-pay of, in most of the insurance policies that you see for senior citizens, the co-pay would range from 10% to 20%, and in some cases it also goes up to about 30 to 50%. There would be sub-limits in the policy, so certain treatments will be restricted to say that the treatment for XYZ thing will be paid only up to X amount, and so cataract, for example, is paid only up till 40,000 rupees in some policies, and irrespective of the cost. So what does this copay essentially mean? That is very important to understand because it's an important feature affecting the claims that you will get. So say for example, you take a 10 lakh cover for yourself, which has a 20% copay. Condition is 20% copay. What does it mean? In case of any hospitalization where your actual expenses are say 5 lakhs. So you have a cover for 10 lakhs and your actual expenses, the total hospital expenses were 5 lakh of rupees. It's well within your sum insured. However, there is a 20% copay condition, which means in this particular case, when the hospital bill was 5 lakhs, 20% of that, that is 1 lakh of rupees, is what the insured will have to bear himself, and the balance 4 lakhs will be paid by the insurance company, despite the fact that the claim was within the total sum insured of 10 lakhs. So that's the meaning of copay. In some cases, as I said, it goes up to even probably 30 to 50%. So you will have to be very careful in looking at what the features of the policy are and how we go about covering it for yourself.
So Harsh, although copay is a brilliant idea that one can go for, but then what about the premium amount? Does it reduces if you are opting for a copay option?
No, so in fact, Kavita, in most of the senior citizen policies, copay is an inbuilt feature. So it's not that you have to opt for it. In fact, if you don't want the copay facility, then the premium goes up. So in this case, the copay is an inbuilt feature in most of the senior citizen policies. That is the reason I was highlighting. If possible, and if you're below 65 years of age, try and go in for a regular Mediclaim policy which is offered to all individuals, even the younger ones who are 18 years or 30 years of old. So age of entry in most of the policy will be 65. Post 65 is what a senior citizen policy will need to be taken, in which copay is more or less mandatory in almost all the policies.
Harsh, if someone has a health condition, and so the copay option will still cover it, right? I mean, if it is a condition that can be covered, maybe after a certain waiting period or whatever it is, the copay option will still offer them the coverage.
Yes. So what happens in case a person already is diagnosed with an ailment? So let's consider that situation. So if a person is already having some pre-existing diseases, so PED, that's what it's called. If there is a pre-existing condition, the coverage on that pre-existing condition will start after a waiting period of say 1 year to 4 years. So some policies will cover pre-existing ailments from after 1 year. Some will cover after 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, as the policy condition may be. Once it starts getting covered after the waiting period, the copay will still apply. So say for example, a person is suffering from diabetes. If there is an waiting period of say 3 years, So until 3 years, all the ailments, all the treatment related to diabetes and complications thereof. Now that's a tricky one when you talk about complications thereof. We will not go into that direction right now. But if all the treatment relating diabetes will not be paid until 3 years, post 3 years, if once the claim comes, it will be covered with a copay, which is 20% or whatever percentage the policy says.
All right. So these are most of the aspects that we've covered for a policy if one wants to opt for when a senior citizen. But then also a few names, if you could recommend where senior citizens can actually go and apply for health insurance company, or almost all general insurance companies offer plans for senior citizens.
No, there are many companies that offer. Not all companies will offer, but there are many companies in the market which offer policies for senior citizens. So ideally, what I would recommend is that you need to go and search specifically, because each policy has different features covering different things. So some policies, for example, will cover pre-existing diseases after 1 year, but the copay amount will be higher. So you might want to look at another policy which has a pre-existing ailment coverage starting 3 years, but the copay amount is lower to 20%. Then there is further down when you go into the details, you will see that there are slight differences between what is covered, what is not covered. So I think ideally for senior citizens, you need to very specifically go into the features of coverages of different companies and then buy something that is more suitable to you. However, in a broad, generic manner, if we need to still look at something, I personally like the Bajaj Allianz Silver Health and Aditya Birla Active Care. So these are the two policies which I found reasonably in between, putting things in between the two extremes of very restrictive to very liberal. However, as I still suggest, you need to go into the specifics of the policy and try and get something that is more suited to a health condition of the senior citizen presently.
All right, Harsh, that will be all for the senior citizens that we have. And okay, I think we just have time left for one question. That is from Sharad Verma. He can invest in HDFC Flexi Cap Fund for 4 to 5 years. Do you recommend that fund to him, Harsh?
Yeah, so Kavita, I will break this into two parts. The first part being, is HDFC Flexi Cap a good scheme? Yes, it is a good scheme which you can invest into for an equity allocation. The question which is bigger is, for a period of 4 to 5 years, should you invest into an HDFC Flexi Cap kind of a fund, which is an equity scheme. So we normally suggest an equity allocation for the minimum time period of 8 to 10 years, because that if you stay invested for that long, the historical data says that the chance of incurring losses are very, very negligible if you go on holding the investment for 8 to 10 years. His investment horizon is 4 to 5 years. So yes, the scheme is good. What you could do is invest in the scheme via SIP rather than lump.
All right, I think that will be all. Thank you so much, Harsh, for being on the show today, helping our viewers with their financial portfolio queries. And time to say goodbye to you as well. But then before I end the show, something very important about